Last time I screened pizza stocks. Now I'm doing steakhouse stocks. Still within the restaurant sector. I'm screening TXRH, Texas Roadhouse, and BLMN, Bloomin Brands, who operates the Outback Steakhouse. Which steakhouse stock is the best buy? This is TXRH valuation summary. TXRH is overvalued, trading at almost 4 times their margins, but look at their price to free cash flow, 18.1, multiple of 1.07. If I were to buy TXRH, I'd buy it for a trade, not necessarily for a long-term hold. I have a fair value for TXRH, $19, but I could buy the stock up to $22. Intrinsic value, this is from Guru Focus, 39.49. Let's look some more of TXRH. Texas Roadhouse is now down 35% of the highs. EPS is increasing, nice and slowly, good. OSN is decreasing, good, but only 2 million shares in 5 years. What to make of that? It depends. Their margins, profit margin, free cash flow margins are around 5 to 7%. So you might want to buy these stocks at those PEs. I used a margin of safety of 30%. I could be buying TXRH at PEs of 4, 5, and 6. Price to free cash flow looks interesting, 18.1. I'm a buyer of this stock if it's below 20. Dividends are safe with TXRH at only 50% payout ratio. Historically, TXRH is cheaper now. PB ratio is only 4.69 times book ratio. So this is good. Book value. Although current ratio doesn't look great for the quarter, 0.79. Look at their debt levels, very manageable due to their strong cash and strong free cash flow. Let's look at BLMN stocks, Bloomin Brands. This is BLMN valuation summary. BLMN is trading at 4.34 times EPS multiple, 2.56 times their margins, and 1.41 times their PE to price to free cash flow. BLMN, the operator of Outback Steakhouse, is overvalued in our metrics. I have fair value of $7, intrinsic value of $15.5. This is from Guru Focus. I could be a buyer of BLMN at $10. Let's look more into this stock. The stock is now down 42% of the highs. Pays a slightly higher dividend yield than TXRH, 2.95%. EPS is increasing. OSN is decreasing. 3 million shares in 5 years. Their margins play around 3 to 6%, around the same margins with TXRH, but I used 40% margin of safety here, just because I see some negative growth here and I don't like that. I could be buying BLMN at PEs of 3, 4, and 5. Price to free cash flow looks very interesting. Look at this, 6.39 only. Dividends are safe with BLMN with payout ratio of only 27%. Historically, it's cheaper now. PB ratio is slightly above my threshold at 5.73. Very low current ratio, 0.29. Look at their debt levels and cash. They're very cash poor compared to TXRH. Now, here is the summary between the two, TXRH and BLMN. So you can decide for yourself. This is the current price. I'm screening the both of them. 71.18 for TXRH, 18.97 for BLMN. 36% of the highs TXRH, BLMN 42%. Fair value $18 or $19 for TXRH, $7 for BLMN. So just from these prices, BLMN is very near our target entry prices. Dividend yield and payout ratio favors BLMN. Their yield is higher than TXRH. Payout ratio is lower, which is better. Margins is 5 to 7% for TXRH, which is good. Price to free cash flow though favors BLMN. PB ratio, current ratio, and cash position favors TXRH. Both have manageable debt levels. Again, both are overvalued by my metrics, but based from these numbers, I think BLMN could be a very interesting buy for the long term. Although TXRH could be a stock for a trade. Both are positioned and priced, I'd say fairly among the sector, but if I were to choose which of the two is the better buy, I'd choose BLMN over TXRH.